back to another movie review. Today I will be talking about, I can't get comfortable, hold on. Okay, today I will be talking about Dolphin 2! Yay! Okay, so this came out recently, a couple of weeks ago, on DVD here in the UK, so I definitely wanted to do a review on it because I have great opinions about Dolphin Tale, the first one. I picked up the first Dolphin Tale pretty much around the time it was released on DVD, which was maybe in 2011, 2012, 2011, I don't know. I really honestly couldn't tell you. But I really enjoy that movie. It's very sweet, it's very heartwarming, it's so much better than it might look. It's a true story. It's based on a true story about a dolphin named Winter, who is, I believe you can go and see it, Clearwater something in Florida. So you can actually go and see that dolphin in real life. That is something on my bucket list. I'm going to have to do that one day, hopefully, if I get the chance to do that. It'd be so awesome. I love Winter. Basically, she, in the first movie, I mean, it's very clear the story, it's a true story. She loses her tail, and so she has to get a prosthetic tail, and it's kind of like a big deal because, I mean, animals don't really, it's a tail. I mean, you got to stick a tail on a dolphin. It was a tough job, but yeah, so the first movie was really awesome and really inspiring, but also had some very interesting stories to do with the humans in. For example, Sawyer, who's the main boy in this movie, and the first one. In the first movie, his cousin also has a lot of issues with dealing with disabilities and stuff, so it's a very interesting story there as well to do with humans, and you know, he's just discovering what he wants to do and his love for animals. And so there was definitely a lot of storylines. You got to know the characters, a lot of character development as well with the girl Hazel. I love Hazel. She was very sweet. So anyway, so there was a lot of building up of the human characters in that first movie, and then obviously Winter's story and that whole thing. But there was lots of parallels between the humans and the animals. And now this story is also a true story. It's based on a true story again. We've got Winter. She's back in this movie, and all the cast are the same, which I absolutely love. Big props to them for doing that, because otherwise it really, I'm glad they didn't make this movie just to be like, yeah, we want to make more money because the first one did okay, we want to make some more. This one is definitely 100% based on the true story. They kept the same actors and actresses in. They did a really good job. I can tell that they kind of put the effort in and didn't just throw it out. So, you know, the Sawyer and Hazel are still the same characters, but obviously they're quite a bit older now because this is quite a few years later. You know, Morgan Freeman's in it again. The mum of Sawyer's in it again, his cousin's in it again. Basically everyone who was in the first one is also in this one. And we have a new dolphin named Hope, this little tiny cute one on the front. Now, I mean, what does it say here? Winter's amazing true story now has hope, which is this little one here. And I kind of thought there was going to be a bit more about this little new dolphin, but really there isn't. A lot of the movie is just kind of a more story of kind of what's been going on with Winter and some other dolphins they've had in, and but it's all true, it's all very true. They show you at the end like the true footage, fantastic. And then Hope kind of comes into the story for a particular reason. I won't tell you why, but they definitely Hope is very important to the story, but she kind of comes in the last act, you know, the third act of the movie, and isn't as a big role of the movie as I thought she was going to be. But like I say, it's all based on a true story. However, this one I feel, because now we know the humans and we know Winter and we know, you know, all the stuff like that, and you know, you can see that Clearwater is a place up and running for people to visit, and there's all visitors and they show how that's kind of progressed. It really feels a little bit more like a documentary than a family movie. While I think everybody can still enjoy this one, I think kids will enjoy it, adults will enjoy it, I feel like people will enjoy this, and if you liked the first one, I definitely recommend checking this one out. But as terms of, I don't know, it just felt a little bit more documentary style to me than the first one did. I don't even know a better way to put that, but while I still enjoyed it, I give it 4 stars. I think the story is wonderful. The end was so good when they show you the real footage. That honestly was probably one of my favourite bits. It was fantastic. And you know, it was a great story and I really loved it, but I definitely think the first one, I feel like with the first one though, they kind of made it a bit more, they didn't want it to be in that kind of style. They wanted it to be a bit more like a family movie, a fun, this is this, you know, and they had little side stories. This one kind of had one pretty much main story, and I feel like we didn't get to know the characters and what they've been doing for the past, you know, however many years. I didn't feel as connected to Hazel in this one, and I loved her in the first one. I felt like she just kind of wasn't in it as much, and there were some little snippets that nearly kind of had a little side story but there wasn't. But I guess they just wanted to stick to the real true story, which I feel like it is a good thing really. They kind of could have added in something that wasn't true and made this other little side plot that maybe wasn't necessary. So really they kept to what was necessary and they showed you the true story, and it really is an inspiring story. I really love it, and I definitely recommend that you should check it out. It's really cute, but I feel feel like this one isn't as rewatchable as the first one. I feel like that's my problem with it. The first one I feel like I could watch a lot of times. This one I feel like it's not as rewatchable, but I definitely will rewatch it at some point. If you saw the first Dolphin Tale movie, definitely check out this one if you really enjoyed that one, because it's, you know, following the same story, it's still a true story, and we still got the same people in it. So yeah, I give it 4 stars, but I just felt like it did have a bit of a different feel, and that this little Hope Dolphin wasn't in it quite as much as I thought she was going to be. But that's okay. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Dolphin Tale 2. Let me know down in the comments below if you have seen Dolphin Tale 2 or Dolphin Tale 1. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!